The following game has not been rated by the ESRB. However, it does contain light to moderate amount of combat, as well as things exploding and an active volcano which, well, kills everything that is not hiding. So, figure probably around, if it were to get an ESRB rating, probably around teen or so. So with that in mind, anyone under the age of 13 or so probably should not be watching this video. Also, furthermore, this game is technically still in early access. That means this game is not complete. So therefore, what you will see in the following video may not reflect the final product that is eventually finished. You have been warned.
Greetings and salutations. I am Outlier, and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is, of course, my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we're returning back to Volcanoids. No, this is not the Star Trek themed one. I don't even think any of my Star Trek games can actually play on this computer. They're that old. I still don't play online. So, the premise of Volcanoids is that you are an explorer. I don't want to say exploring and charting an island, because the island that you're exploring, I want to say, is well mapped. At the very least, it was settled previously, until the island itself decided it didn't want villagers on its surface, so it set off a volcano to try to wipe everybody out. A lot of people managed to escape, and after, I guess I want to assume, several decades, they returned to see if the island is habitable still again. Unfortunately, the volcano says no, at least periodically, because it's been known to erupt, well, like clockwork. And speaking of like clockwork, the island is also already inhabited by a species of mechanical entities, creatures, people, door-to-door salesmen. Well, given how they act towards you, one could say that they are evil, yes. Anywho, they already live on the island. They are already farming its resources for their own purposes, or at least assume that they are, and then you decide to show up and, well, interfere. At least I'm assuming from their perspective you're interfering. I don't know any history behind the robot people known as the Cogs. At least I think that's what the game still calls them. But they're a technologically superior civilization, and in addition to having better guns and, well, just better overall technology, they also have vehicles known as drillships, which you, at the very beginning of the game, end up commandeering for your own purposes, and that allows you to explore the island, travel to new areas, and avoid the pyroclastic death that is the island itself, as the volcano erupts around every 25 minutes, I believe this file is set to. So there's that. I should also point out that this game is, of course, in early access, so they are still building the game as far as I know. So if and when the game does finally get finished and released, the events in this video may not fully be reflective of the final product. Therefore, this game is, of course, made by... Thank you again. And that being said, let us begin.
Alright, so here we are in the drillship. I call it the Auger. That is not its arguably official name, and in fact we're actually in the back portion of it. But that is what I call the drillship. Are we up or down? I don't actually... Oh, looks like we're up. Yep, we're up. We're also in the harbor. If you remember from last episode, we have to go underground and find what's known as a lava source to seek out, to find something known as a lava source, which the cogs are using for one reason or another. And the lava source is on the other side of this rock that we need the level 2 drill to cut through, or dig through, I guess would be a better description. Almost couldn't think of the word. But, yeah, so last episode we fought a couple drill ships, got the supplies that we needed, and we're now at the harbor because it's the only truly safe area on the map, because the cogs definitely won't attack you here. For reasons not fully shared with me, it's just, I guess they're not programmed to do so, at least not yet. But it is the base starting area. This is a town from before the volcano started erupting. Clearly, even though the cogs have better technology, our people still build the last, well, chronic volcanic eruptions. As far as I know, you're the only person on the map unless you're playing with other people. I believe they do have a co-op option, but because I am literally a hermit, or what passes for hermit in modern day technology, I'm not really one for going out and meeting people, so I play alone. Another reason why I don't like online games, but we're not here to talk about me. We're here to blow up a volcano. So let's just shut everything down. Hop in the pilot seat and lower the vessel. Now, you don't have to shut everything down manually before going underground. Everything does automatically turn off and fold up as you go down. And now when you spring back up, it automatically unfolds and you're good to go. However, for thematic and gameplay purposes, I enjoy turning everything off and turning everything back on again. I'm crazy like that. If you don't like it, feel free to purchase your own copy of this game and play it yourself. Moving right along, so we just simply... Okay, now that we have the level 2 drill, we can actually enter what's known as soft rock areas, which are these areas right here. There's also hard rocks and magma. There's also soil and surface soil, or light soil. So the main difference is just simply, in addition to speed and the level of technology you need to dig through it, you need the level 2 drill to dig through soft rocks, level 3 I guess to go through hard rocks. Lava you can pass through regardless, but you need, it's extremely hot, and if you look at this gauge right here, this denotes your temperature. This line here is how strong your hull is, so as soon as the temperature crosses this line, you start taking damage, as referenced by this bar here. And I'm assuming once the bar hits 0, your drill ship explodes, and if you're inside of it when it happens, you go right along with it, and all that fun stuff. Also, as the bar this isn't a case where it's like perfectly fine and then at 0 it explodes. The graph is the sum total of all the pieces attached to your drill ship. So as you take damage and damage and damage and damage, and as the bar goes down, more and more in your ship will actually end up getting destroyed. Let's just grab this skull real quick, because it's what the drill ship breathes, for all intents and purposes. It's the food that it lives on, the liquid that it drinks, and well, basically it's its primary and to a certain extent only sustenance. See, as we were crossing the lava, the temperature was going up. If we get the yellow lava, I'm assuming it skyrockets. And since we don't have that great a hull on the ship, I'm trying to stay out as much lava as possible, because I don't want to fix the drill ship unless I absolutely have to, or I do something stupid. Either one. Then we have just general soil, which you can always pass through, and then the surface, or I guess soft soil is what it used to be called, we can actually use to bring up the periscope, which allows us to see what passes for the surface. We are currently in an underground area known as the tunnels, so that's why everything looks cave-like. Really need a button for turning off the periscope, but not getting out of the seat. I'm sure there is one, I just haven't found it yet. So now that we can, we just dig through here, get this sulfur, this iron, which is the next level of resources we can get, and this is the laser device, the lava source. So this is the thing we're trying to target, and the goal of the quest wants us to come up right here. But I feel like exploring around a little bit just to see what's here. Plus, the eruption happens in about 5 minutes, so even if I do surface, I'm not going to be able to do much, because I'm just going to have to go dig right back down digging. Alright, so there's a level 2 military drill ship here, which means it's going to be more heavily defended than some of your other drill ships. A lot of iron in this area, so iron's useful because pretty much everything that I start with is built out of copper. If we look at this drill ship, that's the wall. Alright, so the drill ship is over there. It's hard to see because everything's all glowy. But it looks like it's a 2-segment one, probably with at least 2, maybe 4 turrets. Seeing at least 2 power plants. So I'm assuming that's what the little chimney stacks are for. It's probably got a manufactory and refinery as well. I don't know if the military ones have built-in research, but no. Just trying to figure out a button that kicks me out of the periscope, but not out of the travel map. So there's that. Last time I went to war against a military drill ship, it did not end well. The fact that I kept getting attacked. Well, they send out more heavily armed and armored cogs. See, there we go. Temperature is starting to melt the drill ship. Alright, so we have a destroyed production 2 module, 1 hydraulics, and I can't actually take it because inventory is filled. So if we just pop out of the seat real quick, we go here, we take this out, because this is a hard to find item, and by hard to find I mean you have to kill a bunch of cogs in order to find it. And since we took plenty of time just exploring, the laser drill or laser device is now hidden, because we now have less than 3 minutes before oh look, there's a cog right there, before the eruption happens. And you may be thinking, oh gee, wow, an eruption while you're underground, what's so worrisome about that? There can't be much in the way of ash and other pyroclastic issues down here. And that would be true. The pyroclastic flow cloud is only for the surface. However, what happens here is much, much worse. You guys were there last episode. You know exactly what's going to happen. Be that as it may. Alright, so that rocking is in fact the volcano warming up. Do I actually have any free space anywhere? I don't have any copper anywhere else. There's no copper ore. Go. So it looks like this section is only just for the laser drill. I'm assuming the next area we gotta cross is like up here where it was originally. Now we have to hide from the eruption, which I'm perfectly fine doing. We're underground anyway. And now we wait, because we got about 30 seconds left, and I'm not about to do anything important in 30 seconds. Volcanoes to the west, probably actually behind me, but there's a wall behind me, so I don't get to see much. Oh no, there it comes. So, wall of lava cooks everything. There we are. And I have to wait for the lava to subside, because everything is nice and bright and hard to see. And as everything cools down, relatively speaking, the volcano resets. And actually everything down here resets. So pick up more iron ore, more sulfur, more stuff off of this wrecked drillship spawn area, if I so chose. But for right now, let's get a look at the target. So let's head up to the surface. And now, since there is a military drill ship right nearby, I'm fairly certain as soon as we pop up, we're going to get attacked, and we'll be probably attacked constantly. But that's the laser drill that we got to hit. Supposedly, we take that out, all the cogs and their drill ships in this area become passive and / or just simply leave and move on to the next area. Of course, it's been a while since I've gotten to this point, so who knows? And the drill ship lands. And now that we're technically above ground, we need to activate everything. So we hit that to activate all the power plants. Activate that for storage, so that way all storage is connected. This activates the defenses, which is rather important, which is why I'm doing everything while talking quickly. And then we turn on manufacturing, refining, and research. And these I can hit activate one at a time if I have multiples, close down one at a time if I have multiples, open up all of them, and then this little knob closes all of them. And then this big wheel closes everything. Open up the windows just because I can. Big echo. Do I have any... No, I noticed that I could actually have, let's say, more advanced revolver ammo. And so here we are. Grab 100 rounds. Put that away. Reload the revolver so that way it's actually using the more advanced rounds. I don't have more advanced shotgun rounds yet, but that'll come once I take care of the drill source. And speaking of taking care of the drill source, I don't have any grenades on me. Where are... Do I even have grenades? Don't think I actually do. Alright, so we're going to have to make grenades. For some reason, grenades are listed under tool. I don't quite know why. So we can make 20 of them. Alright, and as I make grenades, they end up in storage. Not quite certain where exactly in storage they go, but they're assigned, as I look at the power plants, they're assigned one slot in one of these storages, as long as the storage is open and active and online. So, for instance, if I were to close this one, then the drill ship no longer has access to everything in here, nor can it actually add anything to here. So I can still take everything out manually. And it sounds like the turrets have, well, I've been seen, so the turrets are starting to go to work. So that's 10 grenades. Now, unlike in the old ones, I don't believe... Well, originally it was the case that to build the production, refining, and research modules, you need a destroyed module to do so. I think now you can turn, which is something I actually like, you basically turn everything into Intel. So we have like Intel production, Intel refining, Intel research, somewhere around here, and then you use that Intel to research things and to build more things. So, like, for instance, if I were to lose, say, this production module, and I didn't have another production module, rather than finding a broken production module and then repairing that, I just simply need to build Intel for it, which can be any one of these other various options, and that would allow me to get the Intel, which I would need to, actually build a new module. So, like right here, I would need one Intel production T1 to build another production one, as well as copper plates, copper bolts, and a pump. So there's that. How many first aid kits do I have? Should probably grab more of those because we are technically going to war. Grab the full stack. So is that everything? No, I still have 5 copper left to make. Guess it was out of iron. Okay. So I'm assuming the cogs are coming from this angle, because that's where the drill ship is. Close enough. And, no, actually they're coming from here. I do like the more advanced ammo. Used to be, I'd have to take them out, using 2 rounds. Now I think it's just 1 shot, 1 kill. I really gotta stop doing that. That I won't complain. Now, I know the first ones are comparatively easy, and one of them has a turret on it. So let's heal up real quick. And just lob grenades at them. And that's the turret. That was the turret. I guess I could technically shoot it as well, but grenade does more damage. And So basically I have to blow up all the modules on each of the legs. So I took out one leg, but then I have to hit that leg and that leg as well. Yeah, so each of the three area approach crash leg. Yeah, it just explains how to get there. Now what I can do is just simply walk all the way around and grab the copper. But the area is interconnected on what passes for the surface of this area, so I could technically just walk around and without moving the drill ship and hit the next leg. But I think it would be more tactically sound to take the drill ship. Especially considering it looks like the cogs coming from both sides, and he actually despawned as I took his head. Okay then. You're just a rock. No, that's not a military one, that's a refining. I think it was military before. I won't complain. Military ones are harder to hit. I'd much prefer to attack a refining drill ship than a military drill ship. But since we are going to dive the drill ship for all intents and purposes, I used what, 5 grenades? 7 grenades. And I'm actually out of copper bolts, so 20 more bolts. That was the wrong button. Right, that actually removed the production module. And now that I blew that up by accident, guess who gets to build a new one? No, I don't even know who that is. Alright, so I gotta go to devices. I need 1 sulfur power, well, 1 copper tube, 1 sulfur power, and 1 coal, because since I blew up the only production module I have, I can't use the actual production module. We do have a sulfur. I can't use the production module built into the drill ship because for that I need the station, and I blew up the station. So, yeah. So there we are. Just put the coal back. Just plop that right there. So I need more copper tubes. So again, start making copper tubes. Could have sworn I had some. That should get me plenty of copper ingots, which should allow me to make as many copper tubes as I need. And no, I actually don't need 20. Let's make 7. I mean, I should probably have a few spare ones, but I don't. Alright, and once the grenades are finished building, we'll lower the drill ship and move to the next location. I mean, I do technically have 12 minutes left, but I'm apparently out of material, so guess we're not doing that. Out of copper bolts this time. Alright, so I should need 15 grenades. So now that we're going down, lowering beneath the ground, we have 11 minutes left. And now we're underground, so we're just going to go over here, grab this iron ore real quick, go around this way. Do I want this copper? I got plenty of copper. Grab this iron, cut the lava right here. Okay, so the refining station is actually at this spot. So hit that production module, grab this iron scrap and this hardened drill piece. I don't technically need the hardened drill piece because I already have the hardened drill, but I believe I can use it to get something else. So since this drill ship is right here, I can't actually land or hit the surface at Devil's War 2. So as I said, there's 3 of them. So I'm guessing Devil's War 3 is currently unoccupied. Start smoking again. So we're going to pop up here. Hopefully it takes less than 10 minutes to show up, blow up the thing, and get back down. I mean, I could technically remotely order the drill ship to dive. Basically, it goes underground with while I'm away from the drill ship. But that means that the drill ship goes underground without me. And if the drill ship can't survive an eruption, I assure you, I definitely, well, the character definitely can. Because your drill ship can actually get quite long. Only about a third of its total length. Let's just open everything up. Or, you know, at the very least the first 3, because power powers everything. Storage gets you access to the, well, the turrets get access to the ammo, and then the turrets defend the ship. So if we quickly make a mad, crazy dash... Shoot you. Can I just toss these from here? That hit. I don't think it did. Okay, so that took that out. I got like 4 grenades left. Gotta make them count. Bit higher. There we go. Leg 2 is down, and I got 7 minutes left. And I guess I technically could have run down all the way down here and, you know, attacked it directly. I guess this is the way I was supposed to go, but I was worried that I wouldn't have enough time to get down here, run all the way around, hit it, and get back up, not knowing exactly the path I needed to take. And since I would just be lobbing grenades at it anyway, I figured, you know, I have the angle and the height on it, might as well just toss grenades down. Some may see it as an easy way out, but you know what? Victory goes to those who survive, so... It's not cheating in the traditional sense. Traditional sense being, you know, hacking the game. restock on ammo, put away the standard revolver bullets because I definitely don't need them myself. Alright, so since I got just shy of 6 minutes left, I'm not about to attack the next leg because A, there's a production drill ship there, and which means I can't surface right at that leg, and now I'm not about to walk all the way there, try to fight the thing, fight the drill ship with just shy of 5.5 minutes left, especially when I only have 1 grenade left. Now, if I had longer range weapons, I could actually technically, if I had longer range weapons, shoot it from here. But they don't really give you much in the way of longer range weapons, so. Could probably actually. Almost. I could probably, at the very least, if I had enough grenades, I could probably take out these two. But that was my last grenade, so we're running back. Well, the reason why I'm still outside is because back when the eruption is about to start, it says that this thing starts hiding below ground. I actually want to see how it hides, just out of morbid curiosity. I mean, technically, what I really should be doing is, rather than just sitting out here, is jumping into the drill ship and using the periscope. That would probably be the smart thing. I'm not actually certain I can see it. I mean, I kind of can. It's like right there, but it's half hidden. Guys, I'm also out of grenades now. Alright, so that's what happens when it goes below ground. Interesting. Didn't think it would break apart like that. Now we have less than 3 minutes. I shall use that time, make the last couple grenades that I need. Of course, now I'm actually out of black powder, so. Of course, now I got a 2-minute warning and everything's about to, well, explode. So we'll grab that grenade. I would say shut this door, but I'm on the wrong side of it. Walk out, shut the door. Shut this door, climb up to what passes to the cockpit, shut that down, drop the drill ship. Now we have to hide from the eruption, which we're basically doing anyway. grab this coal because the drill ship, well, the auger always hungers for coal. Grab this sulfur too. And what I'm going to do, because this is the drill ship parked right here last time, and this is, I believe, the location for the final leg that I still need to take out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to park here, wait for the eruption to occur, and then try to see if I can steal this parking spot. Since this does seem to be the only drill ship in the area. Well, if it's a military drill ship, what's it called? A drop ship. Not really the same thing. I digress. And there we go again. Boom. So I was saying, if it's a military drill ship, then I guess I just go elsewhere for the next eruption. Contemplate my life. Prepare better and bigger things. Alright, we're good. And everything resets, so let's just pop in real quick. So we managed to steal the location, which means the drill ship that spawns in this area will spawn probably at one of the other two areas. But that's fine. What I need is to hit this leg of the laser device, which is at this area. Well, unless they change the laser device, only one leg should have a turret on it, and that ended up being the first area that I hit. Although to be fair, I did kind of throw high-grade explosives at the second leg from very high up, so it might have been defended, and I probably did not notice. But first things first, we unpack the drill ship, turn everything back on. Crack open the windows, take in the nice sulfuric ash plume air, and pop out and go to war. Yeah, so it is another refining drill ship. I want to grab this sulfur, I'll grab it on the way back. And here we are. I'm not seeing any turrets. Alright. It's one side. There we go. That's the last leg. Alright, so quest finished. We finally know what the cogs did to the island. We'll have to make sure all these devices are destroyed. And I'm assuming that quiets the volcano. Let's grab all the sulfur, and the refinery drill ship as well. The production drill ship, I should say, is left. This is actually coal. Grab this too. So again, the auger constantly hungers. Yeah, I do not want to go down that one, because that's where the lava is. And if I knew for a fact I couldn't survive, well, I know for a fact I can't survive the ash cloud or the lava spewed from the eruption, I definitely won't be able to survive the source material. Grab all the sulfur I can, just simply because pretty much every last bullet and weapon and shell that I have to fling at the cogs is made via sulfur, at least for now. Where's the quest terminal? Alright, so now that we've taken out the laser drill. We have to travel to Area 2 to mine materials. So finally we were able to explore the second area. Travel there and mine materials in the area. Make sure you have refinery tier 2 installed, as the materials require advanced metallurgy procedures, which I actually do not have. So we need to set coordinates for Area 2. So this should, if I can climb the ladder correctly. Just gotta rig the drill ship to dive. Now, the internal doors are already closed. So we're just gonna close everything. And hit the down button. And down we go. Alright, so I'll just grab this iron scrap and this hydraulics real quick. Just because, again, they are not easy to find. There's the hydraulics on it. I'm assuming the iron scrap, and at least in Area 2, will be literally littering the place. And I chose the wrong area to dig. This lava river. Go through here. Grab this tier 1 module. And I just remembered I don't actually need the tier 2 refinery to actually build the tier 2 refinery. So we gotta go up to the tunnel. Grab the sulfur. Get this coal. Again, auger hungers. Going this way. And I'm guessing this is the path to Area 2. One area I did not see before. Don't really need the copper, but I will take the shredder. Nope, can't actually take the shredder, because inventory is full. Grab that copper, just to empty out the inventory. Snag the shredder. And through the rock bridge, because I will not be able to pass this lava. And so this is now Area 2. This looks interesting, but it's just hardened drill bits and some more iron scrap, which I won't complain about, but you know, it's basically stuff I've seen before. And then in Area 2, because you're supposed to have the piece to cut through the soft rocks, they now start plopping resources into the rocks themselves. So if we go to the surface soil and pop out, everything looks like it's snow covered because it's still inflicted with ash. So all fun stuff. Go this way. This is a tier 2 military drill ship. Just grab this hole real quick. Look at it. It's quite heavily defended. It's like 4 turrets. Well, 2 turrets to this side. I'm assuming 2 on the other sides. At least 1, 2, 5 cogs patrolling. 4 cogs patrolling. And I'm assuming the military grade ones too. So the quest wants me to travel to this area, and oh look, rock crystal. More rock crystal. Had that feeling. Hang on. I'm gonna say, if you know, I can't fit a shredder, I probably couldn't fit a crystal either. Grab all this stuff right here. More hardened drill bits. Not that I need hardened drill bits, because you know I need the hardened drill just to get, you know, the tier 2 drill just to get here, and those parts give me the very thing that I have. As far as I know, the cogs can't, while they can damage parts of the drill ship and destroy the side and roof modules, they can't actually take out the drill to the point where I have to build a completely new one to replace it. But now I'm wondering if it'd be neat if it could. And since we waited long enough, everything's turning back to green, which means that the timer's slowly ticking down until eventually the drill ship is under attack. And since I by default have everything packed away, everything's off. So from you on, from you on, from here on, quest finished. Each area has its own materials. There are common and rare materials. Where the raw materials can be found, only something, something, something. And then the turrets go to town. We open up the rest of the drill ship. Crack open the windows so I can see. Open the internal doors. The sulfur ore that I have into powder, because there's nothing I can build with sulfur powder, or sulfur ore I should say. And oh look, high-end shotgun shells. The online storage is full, I know. Take all of you. Take all of you. Look, there's a dock and a small village here. As well as that thing. Alright, so since shotguns really aren't good for long distances, I know I saw movement down here. Where are you? Not good. And I'm down. Okay. That's counterproductive to the grand scheme. Take all of you. Take all of you. Yeah. Shoot the drill ship. Let me get my backpack. Take all. Run like heck. Start healing. Advanced shotgun shells. Completely at point blank range. And then kill them. Right. I'm guessing you're advanced, more advanced. The red-lined ones are more advanced in terms of military than the blue lighted ones. Let's reheal. We go explore this village, now that it's relatively quiet. Not relatively quiet. Let's let them run that way. Anybody else here? No? Okay. So that seems to be it for this settlement, at least in terms of stuff just lying around. So let's get back to the auger, because we have some upgrading we need to do, and technically I should probably actually be doing this in the harbor. Just simply so that way I don't get attacked. lot of copper ingots. You know, part of me actually doesn't want to go to the harbor, just so that way I can just, you know, stay nearby and just see what's in the area. Alright, so there are multiple levels of ammo. The red ones are the basic ones, like the standard buckshot shells, and then for a second I thought the green were the next level up, but I think it's actually blue, because the revolver high-end ammo is blue, so I'm assuming the blue slug shotgun shells are tier 2, and then we have the tier 3 green ones and the AP slugs and explosive revolver ammo. Which something tells me I won't be able to make anytime soon, so just reorganizing everything because I still have managed to max out everything. So going to need a better refinery station. And if I don't actually have access to the tier 2 modules yet. Look at upgrades. How do I get... No, I should probably actually look at the quests. So I have 2 quests available. So I have production schematics tier 2, which is researching, takes a lot of time and energy. Still, it's the only way to move forward. Gather all the needed items for researching the upgrade. Once we're ready, see the research station upgrade tab. We'll begin researching production schematics for tier 2. Once finished, we obtain the upgrade that needs to be installed into the drillship. This will grant you new production possibilities. So that's why I can't build the tier 2 modules yet. I need to research this. And then we also have damage to the cog to drillship tier 2, which I'm fairly certain we've been doing. So if we're to defeat them, we got to keep on moving and discovering new cog technology. Time to another hit and run mission. Locate a T2 drillship. With equipped T2 production refiner modules, destroy them. Get the wrecked modules and bring them back to drillship for further examination. This one already did that, but okay. Of course, now I need to find crystal, which I found 7 of, actually. So, just start making that. Alright, so I actually need to have 2 production and 2 refinery models in, I guess, inventory. Oh well. That shouldn't be too hard. I mean, as I said, I've been taking them out periodically. So, should be able to do it. Plus, if I manage to get 3 more raw crystals, you know, before I do so, I can upgrade production capabilities and actually have better, I'm hoping better guns, but if they haven't changed anything, I actually don't get any new guns until the area passed. There are only 4 guns originally, if memory served. The revolver, the shotgun, a Gatling gun, which I didn't get access to until I think the 3rd area, or well, maybe it was the 2nd area. And a grenade launcher. I did also get other tools and other equipment and weapons, most notably a demolition charges, so I could just basically plant them and then remote detonate everything. What was I doing? Oh yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Just eating through the last of the copper ore. Probably do the same with sulfur. And so then once the sulfur is finished refining, I can either go through and, well, go exploring on the surface, find more raw crystals, harvest them, and bring them back to the drill ship to refine. Or, since I have less than 5 minutes left until the next eruption, I rig the drill ship for diving and go underground. Since doing it underground is the smarter option, that's what we're going to do. Alright, we're now below ground, so let's just keep exploring. See, one production module tier 2. Much more iron. Coal. Leave some iron behind. Here are some crystals, which I won't be able to get because the storage is full now because of the iron ore. And now that that's empty, I'll grab that crystal, which is technically the last crystal I need to complete the quest. Grab this coal as well. Go around this way. Thank you. Snag these crystals and this coal. Pop right out here at the molten lake. I say that as we got less than 2.5 minutes left, so before the eruption. So I have no doubt that as soon as we pop up, I'm just going to re-dive the ship, especially with the cogs showing up. Yeah, as soon as we park it and start unfolding, it says hide from eruption. So, guess we're going back underground. Thankfully, it doesn't take a full 2 minutes, especially in its packed form, to re-dig. And I keep saying dive and surface like it's a submarine. Arguably, you could say it is a land submarine, lack of a better term, but no, there's that. Look at the periscope. Don't get that much of a view, but something. Yeah, I should probably fix things. No item available. Do I have a repair kit? Don't actually know, and the storage modules on the front have. It's a breach kit, not a repair kit. But if we look at the periscope, we still have 40 milliseconds left, so. Looking at I do have one module repair kit. Okay, good. So this is the volcano, or at least the angle that we can see it from. That's what the volcano looks like at the surface, and it's a mushroom cloud. Don't really have to worry too much about that. It's that cloud-like wave-like cloud that you do have to worry about, because that's the pyroclastic flow. And as it passes by, everything turns gray again. Oh look, more crystals. Alright, so if I needed more crystals now, still, this would probably be the place to go. So, let's grab this coal, because again, it hungers. Grab these crystals, because it hungers still. And, up we go, to the molten lake. there's a 3-star drill ship. So I'm guessing that's what it means by tier 2 drill ship. So anyway, we're on the surface now in hostile territory. Of course, the entire island you could argue is hostile, and not just because of the volcano. So let's turn everything on. Crack open the windows. Grab those crystals. Four more cogs show up. As more cogs show up, can I not get, there we are. Take all and run away, because that's too close to that lava field. Grab that, should probably heal. Crystals basically become the sulfur for the second area, so I really should grab as many as I can find. And this iron. And back away shooting as they both die. And there's more. Really? Just gonna spawn just like that? Of course, there is a drill ship 200 meters in that direction, so that may be where they're actually coming from. Oh look, here's a destroyed refinery module. One less I need to secure from them. And here's a blast shelter. So if I'm too far from the drill ship, or it's below ground and I don't have time to get to it, or I just don't have time to get to it, these blast shelters can be used to stay safe from the eruption. It does contain some few crafting areas, and well, this one has a research and refining station, as well as some inventory. And the fact that the volcano's that way. Nope, nope, nope. Don't know if they can actually get down here. They can. I'm hiding behind this box while I heal. There you are. There you were. That's my slug ammo. Something new. And of course my inventory is full, so I can actually take it. And that's, I'm assuming, the drill ship that everybody's coming from. Alright, so I'd rather have the hydraulics than the copper scrap. Now that inventory is full. Yeah, I mean, that's the target. Head back to the auger. Heal up real quick. I know I'm practically at full health, but Now, I've already been taken out once in this area, and I have basic shotgun shell and revolver. I would prefer not to take my chances. Plus, there's no auto healing, so I'd have to top off health anyway. Grab that. Well, here, is that a crystal mine? That's actually a crystal mine. Interesting. So let's pop in the drill ship real quick. I would say drop everything off, but let's be honest, inventory is probably filled anyway. In the meantime, just fix a few things. So that fixes the basic drill ship health. This fixes the various modules. Just a wall. Still they take damage. Alright, you're good there. What about up? Alright, you all good. Oh, you're all good. So there. Fine, you're fine. Fix that, fix that, fix that. Alright, so drill ship cargo is full, and get up the ladder. So in order to proceed with the extra production, I need to make space. So let's take out the... still says cargo was full. Oh, fine, I'll just take out everything. And I can't because now my inventory is full. How many rock crystals do I have? 5. Alright, so but I have enough space, so I need to click the menu button on the research station. And upgrade basic production. And that will probably take forever. Well, with the increase of the production capabilities of the drill ship, I should be able to make a better drill ship core, which would allow me to add in an extra drill ship segment, making the drill ship longer, in addition to just building better ammo and other equipment, which would give me more space for more storage modules, and technically, I believe, even better storage modules. So, I might even be able to put in some tier 2 storage. That'd be nice. Just turn all the scrap into stuff. Yeah, we're over 1/4 of the way done. Still need one more production module and one more refinery module. I got 15 minutes left. It would probably be unwise to attack a cog drill ship, especially when I don't have better ammo. I just realized I actually do have 2 spare storage tier 1s and 2 extra power plants, but again, I would say I don't actually have space, but kind of do have one. Take one of these out. Technically just pop that there. And that would actually get me more storage space. So just fill it with stuff. Restack all of that. Alright, so now I actually have some storage space left, so at least for now I shouldn't have to worry. For scrapping things. Yeah, so all the spare, like the spare drill pieces and all, I don't want to scrap the hull and the treads yet. I haven't upgraded those, but these things, the drill parts, I don't need more of. As far as I know, I don't need more of them. Wherever they are. Oh, I ate them all. Okay. Alright, we're now at 93% complete, 94% complete. And also, one thing that I'm hoping I still get with the next tier up is I get automated stations. Oh look, quest is finished. Check production station to see what the new options you have. I'm guessing it automatically upgrades. And here we have the engine tier 2. A reinforced hull, which gets me more health, technically. That's drill 4-1. Drillship 4 tier 2. And modified tracks. Also get improved tracks, which is the 3rd tier of that. This I have, that I have. Alright, so I'm going to need the 2nd drillship, which I need Intel Production Tier 2. Do I have any more Production Tier 2? Also, I can now make Tier 3 stuff. Alright, so let me eat the production heads. And the drillship went away. If I also look at ammo, I can now... Okay, so now I should technically have access to the mortar because it's giving me mortar grenades. So, components, various copper bits. And also now make the shredder pump and converter, which are the basic parts you pull off the tier 1 cogs. The tier 2, I'm assuming, are going to be more advanced, which is where I'm getting the hydraulics and more powerful things. Alright, so now I get the hand mortar, which I need 1 iron tube and 4 copper gun components to build. I also need to build a production tier 2 or tier 3, which I can't get yet because that's storage. It's coal power. So I need 6 iron plates and 6 bolts and 2 hydraulics, which I have, and 1 Intel production tier 2, which I have. Am I consuming hydraulics? That's the technician said, so I do have hydraulics still. So I need... What am I looking at? For some reason I can't get the refinery or research upgraded yet. I guess that comes later. So I need 4 more plates and 4 more iron bolts. I also get iron bullet casings, copper gun components. I'll make 4 of those. Get wire and radiators and dials, and all the levers were there. I actually need the radiator to build the converter, wire to build the shredder, and the pump. I also need Intel production. Tier 1, which I basically get from the... Actually, no, I need 2 pumps to get the production. Alright, now that that's built, we can get the production tier 2 once the gun case and copper gun components are done. And this will be another long one. Yeah, I need the tier 2 production. So, problem is, unless they change things yet again, the tier 2 units take up 2 slots. So, whereas the first round, production module tier 1 takes up 1 slot. This is it right here. Whereas the tier 2 takes up 2 slots, so it'll be here or here and here. So I'd have to move the refinery one, which means the only empty slot I have left is storage, or was storage. This storage thing I'm going to have to re-empty. So everything I just shoved into it has to come back out, because I am removing it. I gotta stop doing that. Taking the refinery unit out and putting it here. For now. anything of interest? Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. It's cool. No, that's just a rock. Okay. Everything is green again, which means, well, we now have less than 10 minutes before the next eruption. Alright, so that should be finished being built, and if we look right here, there it is. And so if we go to the wrench, as you see, it takes up 2. So pop out inventory full. Okay. Pop out the old production module and put in the new one. Alright, and the iron tubes and the gun components are in inventory. So there's that. Let's see, can I also... Still can't build these other 2. I hopefully should be able to do. Need 1 iron plates for the core to tier 2 core. Let's make an iron plates. Gets me the tier 2 core. I'm also going to need 1 Intel tier 2 research, Intel research tier 2, and 2 alloy ingots, which are from the refinery. Get off my lawn. As I was saying, to get the engine, once I get the engine, any refinery or research? In research. So if I could get tier 2 research intel from having a bunch of tier 1 research. I can, it's just I need a tier 2 research to do that. Okay. So the sensors that I picked up become the tier 2 research now. Because I'm going to need that to get the upgraded engine. Once I get the upgraded engine, I can put in a new drillship segment. Which should give me more space for quite a few things. Segments 2 and 3, well 3 and 4 that you put in, because the front half is the first segment and this area I'm in right now is the second segment. But the middle 2 pieces, segments 3 and 4, are larger than these 2. I think they're actually about the same as these 2 combined. Which is why I said earlier that the drill ship gets... I forget what I said, but I could have sworn I alluded to the fact that it upgrades. It's only about a third of its full length. Anyway, now that we have a better core, we slot that in thusly, and so now the core slots are more advanced, so we can actually put more modules in. Not have to worry about anything. Alright, and I'm guessing the research is done, so let's build a bigger engine, which would get us the extra segment that we need. Alright. So why wasn't it giving me the ability to research that? But remember, the destroyed refinery module I have is in basically my character's pockets. Alright, so that's why I can't find the tier 2 stuff. Let's upgrade that. And we now have 2 minutes left from the eruption. And that's taking forever, so I'm going to rig the drill ship to dive. Alright, the turn off switch is right there. And down we go. Do I have a spare slot right here? Of course, now that the drill ship is underground and, well, off, progress on the new engine has stopped. It's not something I can do manually, so we're going to have to wait until the eruption has passed. In the meantime, let's see what we can grab in about 55 seconds. Best guess, not all that much. Oh. So this is probably the passageway to the third area, but because the laser drill for this area is still active, there's a high temperature flow, lava flow flowing through it. Even if I did find the passageway before taking out the first laser drill, I probably couldn't have actually passed through it. Boom again. Grab the crystal. Is there a wrecked drill ship somewhere around here? Alright, and a refinery drill ship popped up right where we were at. Oh, tier 2 research module. Would say let's grab that real quick, but inventory is full. So we'll just go out. Grab you. Grab the coal. Grab the reinforced hull plating. Don't think I can fit the scrap because it's the scrap that I took out. Alright, and since somebody parked where we were, they basically pulled what we did earlier in the episode. Let's go to Burned Town? Burned Town or Buried Town? Basically where that one refinery production drill ship was when we explored this town and got shot. Alright, and so now that we're above the surface, we unpack everything. Like that, just in case. That gets the production facility back up and running. Oh yeah, gotta open the windows. Windows only come on the modules that allow you to build doors, so since they only want 2 places in or out, and it's going to be on the front of the drill ship, those are the only 2 windows this drill ship's probably ever going to have. Are you done? Okay, cool. I want to make certain I had enough space for the engine upgrade. Now we have the engine upgrade. We come up here to the primary panel. Pop that in. And now the engine is more powerful, which means we can now drag a 3rd segment along, which we can now build. Or not. No, we can actually still build it. Wasn't certain if we could because it was grayed out and didn't look like any of the others. Of course, this says drillship segment 1, so I don't know if it places this. Of course, the thing about the drillship segments is because they physically changed the drillship, they can't actually be installed on the surface. So we're going to have to go back down. Wait until we're done. Basically, this bar gets filled or the drillship levels out. There we go. Here's Burntown. Okay. We're good. We pop this guy in here. And if memory serves, I left this door open. This is the new segment. As I said, it's ridiculously large. It's basically these two segments piled in on top of one another. So now we got plenty of room for refinery modules, production modules, research modules, whole piles of storage. And now we have access to the tier 2 ones, which means they take up more space, but they also do more things. So there's that. And if we resurface the drill ship, couple of cogs in the area. So they're over here, but no, I think that's just leaves. But this guy's still standing here. He may end up getting run over. As you can see, the drill ship is now quite a bit longer. In fact, we now have this carriage area, which was the area we were just standing in. Now, it doesn't actually have anything installed into it yet, so if I open everything up, it'll just be the normal stuff. But, as I said, it allows us to expand, and I can actually go through, put in doors here and there, and actually put in walls and an upper decking so I can use the upper level. And I can do all sorts of interesting and fun things. I can put in more storage, I can put in more power plants. I can move the research module and the production modules and all that fun stuff to the center area. So the increased size adds to our capabilities. So for instance, the spare storage and power plants I can fit here and here. Although technically, the power plants are in the back and storage is up front. I guess thematically speaking, it'd be better if I put the power plants back here and the storage up front. Of course, if I really wanted to be sneaky, research is still working. I could put production 1 here. Add the tier 1 right there. Refinery goes here. And then I can have research here, and you know, more storage and power plants. I think when I get the drill ship finally up to its full length, because I can actually add a second one of these carriage segments as well. I think I had the one devoted entirely to storage. I can just like store half the island's resources, I believe. Alright, so now that you're done, I can move you. Put you thusly. And now that I have a small amount of space, I can just pile everything back in. There we go. And now that I have refining tier 2 done, I can now build the refinery tier 2 module. Of course, one thing that I forgot about that I should probably pay close attention to is the energy per second that the modules use. So the more modules that I build and the more advanced that I build, the more energy that it consumes. So if we take a look at the primary panel, balance is because I put in more power plants. I'm getting 30 points of energy per second while I'm using only 20. So it's getting a balance of 10 per second. It's going down because it gets to the point where the power plants fill up the batteries, but then they, I guess, shut down or go into standby mode until the batteries decrease to the point where it makes sense to recharge them, and then it goes back up, as you saw earlier. Another thing to worry about is the core slots. So every module that we put in, I'm not certain if I said this before, takes up some core slots. The bigger the drillship core, the more slots we have. That's why one of the first upgrades that I did was to upgrade the core, and then the engine, and then put in a new segment. So if I wanted to put in an extra refinery module, that would be, I believe it said it takes up 4 core slots? Actually, no, it takes up 20 core points. So actually, yeah, that's production. Same with refinery. So since I have 30, I would actually have to take out the tier 1 production and the tier 1 refinery that I have already in place in order to put in the tier 2 refinery and tier 2 research, because I don't have enough core slots to fit them in. But that's going to be another issue for another time, because I'm going to call it here.
Everybody stay safe from the plague, and have a good day.